How y'all doing today? I'm back again with another one. We go my second presentation. Well, it's really my first presentation. It's part two to Energy is Not What You've Been Told. And you ready? Let's get into it. Wait, y'all bear with me. All right, here we go. Energy is not what you've been told, part two. Energy as technology and authority. Energy as technology. Technology is not machines. Machines are expressions of technology, but technology itself is applied understanding of energy. At its core, technology is a repeatable method for shaping energy toward a desired outcome. By that definition, fire was technology, language is technology, money is technology, belief systems are technology, attention is technology. Before machines, there were methods. Before machines, there were methods. Long before circuits and code, humans engineered time, calendars, behavior, rituals, memory, stories, symbols, coordination, rhythm, chance, signal, authority, titles, crowns, uniform. None of these required electricity, but all of them directed energy at scale. That is technology. Modern tech is just crystallized energy control. Every modern device does one thing: detect energy, store energy, modulate energy, transfer energy, release energy. Your phone is not powerful because it's smart. It's powerful because it controls flows: electrical, informational, attention based, social. The same principles apply outside machines. The missing literacy. This is why some systems scale effortlessly, others collapse under their own weight. They're using different layers of technology. The most powerful technologies are invisible: narrative, framing, timing, incentive structures, identity reinforcement. These do not push people, they shape behavior automatically. No force required. The advantage of awareness. Once you see energy as technology, you stop reacting, you start designing, you stop spending effort, you start shaping flow. Outcomes become predictable, not because you control people, but because you understand systems. Y'all bear with me. Y'all bear with me for a second. I'm gonna fix the technical difficulties. This is a good lecture right here. Think we back at it. All right, I don't remember where I left off at. I think I do. All right, here we go. We left off right here. Let's go. Energy circuits. Energy does not move randomly. It flows in circuits. A circuit is a closed loop that allows energy to enter, move, transform, return. Without circuit, energy dissipates. With the circuit, energy becomes usable. Why circuits matter. Energy without a path becomes noise. Energy with the path becomes power. This is true for electricity, biology, economics, attention, emotion, information. Wherever energy moves, a circuit exists, even if unseen. Open versus closed loops. Open loops leak energy, create fatigue, never resolve, demand constant input. Examples: unfinished conversations, unclear roles, endless scrolling, one way giving. Closed loops stabilize systems, build momentum, create feedback, recharge themselves. Examples: clear agreements, rituals with endings, and payment for value, rest cycles. The human body is a circuit system. Breathe in, breathe out. Tension, release. Attention, rest. Effort, recovery. Break the loop, the system degrades. Burnout is not lack of energy, it is broken circuitry. Social and economic circuits. Money is a circuit. Trust is a circuit. Reputation is a circuit. When value flows one direction, only the circuit fails. Healthy systems return energy, payment, recognition, opportunity, support. No return equals no stability. Designing better circuits. Instead of asking, how do I get more energy? Ask, where is energy leaking? Fix the loop. Add closure, add feedback, add reciprocity, add rhythm. Small changes in circuitry produce massive gains. The silent rule. Energy prefers circuits that are simple, are repeatable, are balanced. Complicated systems collapse. Elegant loops endure. Probability scoping. Reality does not respond to certainty, it responds to probability. Before anything happens, it exists as a range of possible outcomes. Energy determines which outcomes become likely and which fade away. This is probability scoping. You don't create outcomes, you bias them. Those who understand energy increase favorable probabilities, reduce unfavorable ones. Let reality select the path. Probability is shaped before action. By the time action occurs, the outcome is often already decided. Probability is sculpted by environment, timing, identity, expectation, coherence of the field. Action is the final trigger, not the cause. How energy biases probability. Energy influences who you encounter, what information appears, what options feel obvious, what resistance shows up. This is why calm people receive help, aligned systems attract resources, clear identities open doors. The subtle power. Small, energetic shifts produce large probabilistic effects. Change the room, the conversation changes. Change the framing, the decision changes. Change the timing, the outcome changes. The system responds automatically. Why this looks like luck. Observers call it luck, engineers call it field bias. When someone constantly lands on their feet, it's not chance. It's because the probability landscapes favor them. They didn't fight reality, they trained it. Sculpting without control. Probability sculpting does not require domination. It requires awareness of the field, adjustment of conditions, patience for emergence. You guide the river, you don't push the water. Energy as identity. Identity is not a label. It is an energetic signature. Before anyone knows what you do, before you speak, before you act, your energy is already answering the question, who is this? Identity is a stable energy pattern. Identity is what remains consistent across situations. How others respond to you, what opportunities find you, what resistance you encounter, what feels normal in your life. How do you get what you want? How you get what matches your identity field. Identity precedes behavior. Most systems try to change behavior first. That's backwards. Behavior follows identity automatically. When identity shifts, choices change without effort. Boundaries enforce themselves. Habits reorganize. Outcomes stabilize. Energy is the real credential. Titles, resumes, and claims are surface signals. Energy is the credential reality reads. This is why some people are respected without demanding it, some are ignored despite credentials, and some walk into rooms and shift tone instantly. Identity locks probability. Well, your identity sets the range of probabilities available to you. A person who identifies as temporary attracts instability. A person who identifies as foundational attracts permanence. A reality treats identity as a constraint system. You can't fake identity. Energy is self-verifying. You can perform confidence, but the field responds to coherence, not acting. That's why overcompensation repels, quiet certainty attracts, forced dominance collapse. The field always knows. The upgrade point. The true transformation does not come from trying harder. It comes from asking, who must I be for this to be normal? Answer that, and the energy reorganizes everything downstream. Identity is not self image, identity is energetic permission. Identity equals authority. Authority does not come from position. Position is assigned after authority is recognized. Authority is an energetic condition. It is the field's response to a stable identity. Authority is felt, not declared. True authority does not announce itself. It is sensed through stillness under pressure, clarity without explanation, boundaries that don't need defending, decisions that don't seek approval. People adjust automatically, not because you were told to, but because the field reorganizes around you. Why titles fail without authority. A title without energetic authority creates resistance. This is why managers are challenged. The system checks for coherence. No match equals no compliance. Leaders are ignored. The system checks for coherence. No match, no compliance. Experts are dismissed. Identity generates authority automatically. When identity is clear and coherent, decisions carry weight. Words land clean. Presence stabilizes others. Conflict de escalates. Authority emerges without effort. You don't take space, space makes room. Authority is a conservation effect. Authority is conserved energy. It doesn't spike. It doesn't shout. It doesn't chase validation. It holds. This is why calm people often lead crises. Their energy absorbs chaos instead of amplifying it. The difference between power and authority: power uses force, authority shapes behavior without force. Power requires maintenance, authority sustains itself. Power creates opposition, authority creates alignment. The threshold test. If you have to repeatedly explain your role, justify your decisions, demand respect, identity has no stable. If you have, oh, I'm sorry, let me repeat myself. This is a threshold test right here. So if you have to repeat yourself or repeatedly explain your role or justify your decisions or demand respect, identity has not yet stabilized. When it identity locks in, authority becomes ambient. Authority is not given, it is recognized by the field. Energy is technology, applied understanding of flow. Identity is an energetic signature, not a label. Authority is recognized by the field, not declared. Probability is sculpted before action. True power lies in coherence, not force. All right, I want to appreciate y'all for joining me in this part two of Energy is Not What You've Been Told. Part three is coming soon. It's going to be a little bit shorter, but it's going to be the completion of this whole PowerPoint presentation called Energy is Not What You've Been Told. Once again, I appreciate y'all for joining me. We're going to do this again soon.